welcome everybody. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. I do. My name is Shay, so I will start off by introducing myself if you are new here and you don't know me. Welcome. Thanks for hopping in. I know it's the butt crack of dawn, for me at least. You're going to be seeing this at 3 a.m. my time. So I don't know if I'll be on the live or not. I will do my best to set my alarm and get up for the premiere, the Christmas Day premiere. I will do my best, and I'll do it for y'all. If I don't stay up too late the night before getting ready for Christmas for my kids. But yes, I should be on here. I should be chatting with you. It's going to be kind of weird watching my own videos. But anyways, I am 47 years old. I am married, and I have 3 kids. Let's see, my oldest son is Ryan, and he's 16. And then my other son is Nate, and he's 15. And then we have a little girl who, her name is Lauren, but we call her Lou, and she's 9. I do live in Dallas, Texas, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. So that's a little bit about me. I started my channel, let's see, March 1st. So it hasn't even been a year yet. March 1st of 2020 is when I started, 2021. Y'all, I can't believe it's almost 2022. That seems really weird to even say. Very, very strange. So this will be, let me just kind of explain what we're going to do today. This will be an hour long, well, 55 minutes, because I want to give time for the next person, because this will just be continually on. They'll just keep playing videos after videos for premieres. I love the fact that they're doing this for several different reasons. One, for folks that maybe, you know, are home alone and don't have anybody to be with during the holidays. 2, I love the fact that a lot of folks that are subscribers on my channel that I've become friends with live in other countries. And I know so many times y'all get up early, stay up late to go to my live streams, to, you know, watch my videos. And so I'm really going to try to get up for y'all and be up at 3 o'clock in the morning for this, okay? But I love the fact that they're going to be just keeping people company, you know, because the holidays are not really all happy rainbows and cheery for everybody. You know, it can be really hard, and I understand that. So I hope I can do my little bitty part, and maybe brightening someone's day and having some fun. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to have some fun. So first things first, because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I've got 3 kids. Oh, I also have 2 dogs. How could I forget about my dogs? I've got 2 Boston Terriers, which I love them so much. They're 3 and 5, and there's Jasper and Margot. We have a boy and a girl, and they're hilarious little dogs. So you'll see them a lot on my channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I'd love to have you guys. But the dogs are always kind of in the mix. They won't leave me alone. They're like my little shadows, but I love them. But yeah, because part of my channel is chasing around and running errands. And I do a little segment on my channel that's become popular. I guess a lot of people like it. It's called Shopping with Shay. And it's where I kind of just go out and run errands and do what I got to do. And I don't really like shopping, but I like it now because I get to do it with y'all. So it's made it even, hopefully you're enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. It's making it like not as cumbersome and not as boring, because I get to talk to somebody. And I don't care. People look at me in the stores. At first I was embarrassed to film in the store and to talk to you guys. Now I don't care. I'm probably never going to see those people again, so it doesn't matter to me. But the first thing we're going to do now, we're going to make a quick little pit stop at the post office. I'll pause, and then when I get back in, I'm going to tell y'all where we're going to go next. And then after we do the next errand, after we go shopping at a store, we're going to go home and we're going to whip and chat. Okay, so I think first part of this video will be shopping with Shay. Second part will be a traditional whip and chat, because I love doing whip and chats as well. So I want to do both. Okay, let's just have some fun. And yeah, I'm so excited about this, you guys. This is my first year to do the Christmas premieres. So I watched them last year, and I'm so excited. Oh, I forgot to mention, I've been diamond painting for about whenever, you know, all the things happened. So I guess it's been almost 2 years now. Gosh, that seems crazy to think, but March, yeah. So March will be like 2 years. March, April, yeah. So, and I love it, and I'm totally addicted to it. So, all right, y'all, I'm gonna run into the post office, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Left the post office. It was crazy busy. I guess everybody's trying to mail their packages. All right. So are you ready to find out what we're going to do today? I'm so excited, you guys. This is something that we've been working on for a long time, and I finally get to talk about it. About 2 weekends ago, she asked me if I would take her and her best friend to a store called Petland. And it's where they just have puppies, and you can pet the puppies, and they have animals you can, hold and touch. It's really, really fun. Well, they had this open enclosure of hamsters, of these little dwarf hamsters, and there was 3 of them, and there was 3 of us. So we each were picking up a hamster and petting it and playing with them and watching them, run on the wheel. We laughed and had so much fun. We were there for like 45 minutes just with these hamsters. And we left there, and all she's been talking about since is a hamster. So I go home, I told my husband how much fun we had. And so we have the 2 dogs, and he's like, I don't know. I'm worried the dogs are gonna get it. And I'm like, well, there just have to be rules. We'll keep it in her room up high, and she has to keep the door closed, and maybe, we'll get her something to put, under her door, against her door so it doesn't go out. But we're gonna go pick out the hamster right now. Right now, we're gonna go to the pet store. Yeah, I'm just so excited. So I'm gonna go to either PetSmart or Petco. I actually got an email this morning. It was like a sign, and from Petco telling me that they had some furry animals for Christmas, and I was like, perfect. So I looked on their website, and it looks like they have a few hamsters left. So what the plan is, I'm gonna go over there. We're gonna take a look at everything, see if we see the one, right? See if we see the hamster, and then we're gonna take it to we either take it to my house because all the kids are at school. Take it to the house, get the habitat set up, get it all in its house, get it all situated, and then I'm gonna take it over to my mother-in-law's house. My mother-in-law lives about 20 minutes from us, 25 minutes from us. She's gonna hold on to the hamster for the next week or so, and we're all invited over to my mom's house for Christmas Eve. And my mom and dad only live a half a mile from us. So Christmas Eve, she's gonna bring the hamster with her in the car and bring it to my parents' house. And then after Lou goes to bed, Christmas Eve night, I'm gonna go pick up the hamster and bring it to the house and like hide it somewhere. We're gonna do like a little fun scavenger hunt or something like that, okay? So that's the plan. Okay, so y'all ready? You wanna go to the pet store with me? I'm so excited. I've been wanting to take you guys. I haven't talked about it because, again, I don't want her to find out, but it's Christmas, so let's talk about it, okay? All right, let's go to the pet store. We're gonna go to Petco first, and let's see how it turns out. I'll see what I can video. I'll see if we can like take a look at some of them. Okay, so hang in there with me. I'm gonna park, and then we're gonna go in, okay? All right, see you in a second. Bye. I just got out of the car. I decided to show you what the outside of the store looks like if you're not familiar with Petco. So this is where they have a little funny commercial. It's like, Petco is where the pets go. And of course you're allowed to bring your pets in here, which is really funny. So we might even see some dogs in here. All right. Oh, they're remodeling. Ugh. Remodel in progress. Please pardon our dust while we're working to make a new shopping experience for you. Oh my gosh, y'all, look. They've got little guinea pigs on here. All the Christmas stuff. All right. I see a ferret sign. See if we can find some sweet, oh my gosh, these are guinea pigs. Look at these guys. Oh my gosh, they got guinea pigs. And there's the cute little ferrets. I'm not seeing any hamsters. Hi, little guys. Look how cute they are. Oh, they're so cute. Wait. I forgot to look over here.
Line 1.
Let's see. There's signs for hamsters, but I don't, oh, they're in there. Do you see them in there? Oh my gosh, you guys, they have a female dwarf hamster. Oh, he's sleeping in his little thing. Oh my goodness, could he be the one? Guys, is there anybody else over here? Oh, I see more. Oh, they do have several. Oh my gosh. There's a little guy in here too. Hi, buddy. Oh, there's 2 of them. Do y'all see him snuggling? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How cute are they? Look at this. They're just like playing with each other. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, there's like several over here. And there's another little guy in here. Look at this face. Hi, buddy. This is a female short hair hamster. Look at that face. Oh my goodness. Let's zoom in on that little face. Let me see. Are you the one? Are you the one? I don't know. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna ask somebody for help, and maybe I can take one out. And I don't know what we're gonna do here, but I'm gonna ask for help. And yeah, oh my gosh, you guys. And look, here's all this stuff for the hamster. I'm looking for that red and green. I don't see it. Look, they have the little wheels. Oh, gotta get a little wheel. Yes, we gotta get all the things. Look at all the treats and all the toys they have for them. Whoa, that's a really big wheel. This one right here. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm looking for that red and green. This looks like bunny stuff over here. Oh, this is like a little cage. Oh, this is really cute. Look at this one. Critter tail one level habitat. See, something like this would be good. Okay. All right. I see someone I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask for help, and I'll get back with y'all in just a minute. All right, y'all. We did it. There's the baby in there. We got to get her home. And I got a female dwarf hamster. Trying to make sure she's got her little... There she is. I don't want to open up the box because I don't want her to jump out. That would be bad. But I got the one level habitat. It comes with everything you need. And then I got the bedding. Look at this pink and purple bedding for Lou. Is that not so cute? And then I got the food that we need. I got a little thing, little think castle she can hide in if she wants to, because it didn't have that in here. And then I got some little chewy sticks because they like to chew on stuff. I got some little blocks that she can chew on. And then I got some little treats. These little like yogurt milks that they really like. All right, so I think we're set. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go home while Lou's at school, and we're gonna set everything up, and then I'm gonna call my mother-in-law and see if I can come over and bring her. So yeah, I really want to show you guys, but I'll show you at home whenever I get her set up. But I'm gonna put her in the front seat with me. Hi, baby. She's so tiny, you guys, but she's chubby. She's super cute. Okay, I'll see y'all when I get home. All right, bye. Okay, since I saw y'all last when I left the pet store, I contacted my mother-in-law and I was like, I've got the hamster, and so I thought instead of taking it home and getting it all set up, I'll just go straight to her house. And so I'm almost there, and we'll go to her house and we'll set her up, and I will try to film that so y'all can see what she looks like. She's so cute. She's a dwarf. She's a female dwarf hamster, and she's about this big, and she's super fat. She's like a little, she's a chunky, just super, her belly's big. So cute. Small but big. She's super cute. And I think Lou will like that we got a girl. We'll see. I don't think she really cared either way. She just wanted one, but I cannot believe we have a hamster. And poor little baby is sitting next to me over here, just scratching away, trying to get out of the box. I'm like, I know we're almost there. But my mother-in-law has had many pets. Many pets. She's had ferrets, guinea pigs, hamsters, because my husband had a hamster when he was little, so I knew that she would be a good person to go to and help me set everything up, because we've never had a hamster before. I mean, I'm sure I could figure it out, but I thought, I got to bring it over there anyway, so I just texted her. I'm like, hey, I got the hamster. Can I come over? She's like, yes. And so I'm on my way there. So yeah, when we get there, she's got dogs, so probably have to put the dogs away, obviously, or go somewhere where the dogs can't get to us, so we can, set everything up and not, scare the hamster. But the lady at the store told me, she said, now these hamsters haven't been socialized very much because they are in enclosures, glass enclosures. The ones that we saw at the pet store that we were playing with are open, right? And you can just reach down in there and pet them, and they're used to people, and they weren't biting us. So she said with these, they're not used to people. So she said it may take about a week or so. She said I wouldn't recommend, just reaching in there and grabbing them. Give them about a week or so to get used to their new surroundings, and then maybe slowly start to offer a treat. So that's why I got those little yogurt melts. Maybe, put a treat out and let her, take a treat from Lou, and that way she'll start to trust you and get to know you. So we'll see if we can do it that way, because I know Lou's gonna want to hold her immediately, but she may get bit, so I don't know. Hi, little baby. I'm at a stoplight. Are you okay in there? I can't see in there. It's really dark. Oh, I see you. Oh my gosh, she is the cutest. I think I wanted this more than Lou did. Yo, let's get sunny. I might need my sunglasses. So how is everybody going? I know we're still gonna do a whip and chat. Don't worry. I'm only trying to take about, like I said, 30 minutes of this time to do a little shopping with Shay. Sorry there wasn't much shopping in the store. I needed to talk to somebody because I didn't know what I was doing. And once I started talking to the girl, I didn't want to start filming. But y'all saw at the beginning I picked one of the ones that I showed you. But yeah, so they had two to choose from, two of the dwarf ones. The other one, she said, is more friendly. That she knows for sure more than maybe this one. She wasn't sure about this one, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, we want that one then. And it was white, and it's the one I couldn't see. It was like hidden under the bedding, and it popped its head out, and it had red eyes. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm sorry. No, I don't want that one. So bad. But I know Lou and I already had a discussion about bunnies with red eyes, and she thinks they're creepy. And I'm sorry if you have a bunny with red eyes or a hamster with red eyes. But Lou thinks it's scary. So I was like, I probably shouldn't get a white one with red eyes. I'm sure he's sweet. She's like, oh yeah, this one's super sweet. She goes, I don't know about this one that you're getting. I'm like, okay. So she kind of put her hand in there and just kind of pet her for a minute to see what her temperament was. And she didn't do anything. She didn't bite or anything. She was real sweet because she was sleepy. So we'll see. But I am so excited. I'm a little afraid to get her out of the box and pick her up and put her in there, but I figure my mother-in-law can help me. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay, I'm back. I'm at my mother-in-law's, and my mother-in-law helped me, and her husband helped me put together the habitat. It turned out so cute, and they're gonna keep it in here in the guest room on the dresser. So let's see where little baby is. Are you in there? Oh, I see her. See her moving around under the bedding? She's so cute. I know you can't see her yet. She is adorable. Let's see if she pokes her little head out. She looks like a little chinchilla. Baby girl, we don't have a name for you yet. Where are you? I see your little head. But yeah, we got her set up. She's got her water bottle. I got her food dish all set up. But yeah, she's good. I was gonna show y'all her. Maybe you can see her through here. She's just digging away. She looks pretty happy. Yeah, I'm trying to zoom in so you can see her. I was gonna show y'all her before I headed home. This is where she's gonna stay until Lou gets her for Christmas. Hey, baby girl. She doesn't have a name, so we don't know what to call her. She's got the cutest little tail. It's like a little white, like little stubby tail. Okay, she's being shy. So yeah, she made it here. So like I said, Christmas Eve, we'll bring her home and we'll surprise Lou Christmas morning. Probably hide her somewhere and have Lou, try to find her. Yep. Okay, y'all, I think that's gonna be it. Let me pause and turn it back around. That's gonna be it for this video. Now we're gonna go home and do our whip and chat, okay? So I'll see y'all there. It's been a kind of a crazy day so far, getting the hamster and putting all this together and running over here. So now we'll go home and diamond paint and catch up a little bit. And yeah, okay, y'all, I'll see y'all back at the house. All right, bye. Hey, y'all, we're back. Thank you again. Thank you for joining me on Project Hamster. It was a success. I cannot wait to see her reaction. So now we can do some diamond painting and we'll do a whip and chat, okay? So for those of you that might be new, WIP, W-I-P, stands for work in progress. So my current whip is a diamond painting, but go ahead and pull out your whip or, whatever you want to do for a good, we'll probably go for about 30, 40 minutes. Don't want to go too long because I don't want to go over the next premiere that's coming up after me. So, but yes, let me keep you company. Let's catch up. And yeah, so I do have to admit, it is 9:30 at night. So it is very, very late. I got home and there was chaos at the house. I tried to do the whip and chat when I got home. We're having construction done right now on our house, and they were banging and hammering and sawing, and I just couldn't do it. I had to wait till this time of night after everybody went to bed. So now we can relax and just catch up. Okay, so sorry, I'm crossing my legs. I know it's not good for my posture or my foot also falls asleep, my leg, but it's my favorite position to be when I diamond paint. I do cross legs for a while. All right, so my current whip is a diamond painting, like I said, and this is a Craftibly diamond painting. And let me show you, I put the little logbook sticker in here, and it's called Christmas Magic. And it's licensed artwork by Marcelo Cordy, and it's a 24 by 24 inch, and it's round. So it's a nice little square. And I love how he's blowing that Christmas magic, that dust, and all of that's going to be like rhinestones and ABs. It's a really cool painting. So, and I am using my Elizabeth Ward storage containers. I've got 2 of them going because there's 62 colors. So it's quite a few colors. And if you see on here, on some of them, I've got a little black dot. And what that means, that signifies that I have an AB that I can use. I do have some ABs from diamondpaintingdrills.com. And I bought a variety box of round and square. So I just go to that particular box and I just look at the legend and I find all the colors that I have. And I just kind of decide as I'm going along which ones I want to use. So I just put the dot on here because it tells me when I'm going along, oh, there's an AB available. Do you want to use it? So it's kind of my system. What else? My pen. Let's talk about that. Love my pen. It reminded me of a candy cane, so I thought it'd be really good for Christmas. This is from Diamond Pen Pal, and they are on Etsy. They are known for their no roll stop. Do you see that flat edge right there? It's flat on one side of the pen. And the reason, it doesn't roll. So what was happening with some of my other pens is I would set my pen down while changing colors. And a lot of times if the glue, like for instance, right now I've got a lot of glue that's exposed, a lot of adhesive, and my pen would roll into the adhesive and it would drive me crazy. So I really, really do like their pens. I have a tendency to almost put like my index finger. It's like a nice flat surface to put it on. So I think that's where I normally grab it, or sometimes, yeah, that's where I normally go to grab it, but I like it it doesn't bother me at all. And I absolutely love this pen. So I have several of their pens. So I will have everything linked down below, everything that I'm showing you. So if you're interested in any of these things, you can go check them out. I am using a Muni Made tray. Muni Made is on Etsy. She's got some really good trays. This is one of her smaller ones. She has some larger ones. I believe this is a peacock, I believe is the color of this one. The reason why I chose the blue for this painting is it had, lots of navy blue. You can see all the blues in here. I thought it'd be something fun, not red, not green, white. Let's just kind of change it up a little bit. And I thought it kind of made that red pop. So I always like to color, coordinate everything with my painting. I am using some Coverminders by Siobhan. Now Siobhan she has an Etsy shop, and it's a Coverminders by Siobhan. And this one's from her, and so is this one. The little car with the Christmas tree on there. Isn't that cute? She is one of our sponsors for the diamond painting community event that I'm doing right now, Jingle Drills. It is over on the 25th. So, but yes, it's going on right now, the time that I'm filming this. So I am using a couple of her Coverminders that she generously donated. So you have to go check her out. She's got some beautiful Coverminders. I do use release papers from Amazon. They're from Star Or. So I use those. And what else, you guys? What else? I do have some Simply Gilded washi tape just for fun and just to kind of, the glue sometimes will, go over just a bit, and your sleeve and your sweater can get caught in there, food. So I just kind of put, some washi tape around the edges just for fun. And I think that's it. I think that's everything that I'm using. Okay, so I grabbed a color already. So we're gonna go with this color. All right, so let's get talking, you guys. How is everybody? First of all, I'm sorry I didn't even ask you that in the first clip. I was just so excited about our adventure this morning. What a day it's been, you guys. It's funny because I never do any whip-in chats this time of night. So I'm curious to see how it works for me. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to put this off until tomorrow. So, because I normally do my whip-in chats when the kids are at school during the day, typically in the morning. I'm kind of more of a morning person. But I thought, you know what? The kids are in bed, or at least my youngest is in bed, Lou's in bed. And I just thought, let's just see how it goes and see if I can, chat it up with y'all and keep you company. But happy holidays, first of all. And I hope everyone that's out there listening is having a great holiday, has had one. So yeah, let me know down below how you're doing and how things are going. And also what you're working on. What's your whip? So I love these Christmas premieres. Like I said in my earlier clip, I listened to these last year. And it was really, really fun because after, a long Christmas Eve with family or Christmas Day, it's nice just to go, I'm just going to go diamond paint for a little bit and just kind of take a break. So I'm glad that we are here with you to keep you company. Okay. I do want to talk about where I've lived and kind of the fun things that I've experienced, because I figured if I just chat about, some of the daily happenings that are going on around, it may change, right? I mean, I'm filming this a little bit ahead of time, right? So it's edited and ready to go. And I didn't want it to be, wrong, and not wrong information, but old information. So what I thought we would talk about is we lived in China, and some people are interested. And so I don't really talk about it a whole lot because I don't know, who really wants to hear about it. But I thought I would use this opportunity to just kind of tell you all a little bit about living over there and what it was like, because it was an experience of a lifetime. It really, really was, you guys. So let's see, where do we start off? Okay, so I live in Dallas, okay, like I said before, live here in Texas. Now, Texas is home. Well, I was born in California, but Texas is home. It's where I've lived most of my life since I was 9. So I met my husband here in Texas, and he started working for a company, and he was going to California all the time. All the time. He was traveling quite a bit. And this was when we just had the boys. So Lou wasn't born yet. And so next thing you know, he tells me that his company is moving him to California. And that's where we need to go. I was like, okay, let's pack it up and go. So we moved out to Santa Cruz, California, you guys. It was a cool experience. Really, really cool. We lived 1 block from the beach, and living over there was, the typical, just like you would think, kind of the beach vibe, super touristy on the weekend with all the beachgoers, the surfers, and all that stuff. I surfed. It was so fun. Totally got into the culture. Got some tattoos when I was there. Just totally got into it. I already had some before we moved there, but being there, you just get caught up in the whole thing. So really, really cool vibe there. And while I was there, I found that I loved looking for sea glass. And I always have loved looking for shells and looking for things on the beach. I love beach walking and beach combing. And so I started collecting sea glass. And what it is, it's basically glass that has been, tossed out into the sea, and it's been, turned over with the sand, and it kind of, softens the edges, and it's blue and brown and green and just some beautiful colors. And I remember the first time I saw people collecting it, I asked them, I said, what do you do with it? And they told me they'll put it in a jar, like a glass jar, and put it up in their window, and it looks really pretty when the sun hits it. And some other people were like, oh, some people make jewelry, some people do this, do that. And I was like, ooh. So I started a business, and I had an Etsy shop, and I did sea glass jewelry. And I also did wine charms. And there was a winery up in the Santa Cruz Mountains that carried my wine charms. So it was really cool. People could do wine tastings and shop in the shop. And so I would sell some things that way. And then just, through the Etsy shop, I would sell them, sell things. I had necklaces, earrings, the wine charms. I think that's it, if I remember right. It's been a while, but so fun. I still have a ton of it. Lou has really, we turned her bathroom into like a beach themed bathroom, and she's got the jars, and it's all sorted by color. I've got one big jar of white, one big jar of this beautiful Kelly green. The brown's not as pretty, but I still collected it. And the more rare colors are red and blue. So just so fun to be out there and waiting for the waves to crash and to come in and then go back out and see what's there on the sand and see what you can collect for the day. So really, really fun. I actually have a really quick funny story about that before we talk about China. I was so into sea glass hunting that I actually told my husband, hey, I'm going to run to the store real quick. And you have to drive by the beach, right, to head to the store. So I was like, and I was driving his truck, and I'm like, I'll just stop off real quick and just see if there's anything good. Well, I had his keys in my pocket. Here came a big wave, and his keys they got taken out to shore, to the sea. So I had to call him. I'm like, honey, I stopped at the beach real quick on my way to the grocery store. I was sea glass collecting, and your car keys are in the ocean. So, oops. So y'all totally got busted. I got busted. I shouldn't have made a pit stop, but I did. And get this, there was a little beach shack up in the parking lot where people would change, and they had one of the walls had a little pegboard, and people would put things up there that they would find that seemed like they were of value. And they would put car keys there that, washed up. And what do you know? It was like a month or two later, I looked up and there were his keys. They washed back up. But at this point, we had already gotten the truck rekeyed and got new keys for it and the whole deal. But he was like, I brought him home like, honey, your keys. So bad, you guys. All right, so that's a little bit about living in California, okay? So we lived in Santa Cruz for about a year and a half, and it was a really far commute for my husband from where the office was. So we moved over to Los Gatos, which is right near San Jose, right next door to San Jose, and moved into a house there. And that's when we decided, because that's where Nate started kindergarten, and we decided to try for a third, and we really wanted a girl. So we did not find out what we were having. And y'all, one of the best secrets of my lifetime is finding out as you're having your baby what you're having. It was the coolest secret. Surprise. We found out that we were having the boys. We found out what their gender was when I was pregnant with them. But yeah, so glad that we decided to wait. It was hard, but what an awesome surprise that was. So we had Lou when we lived there because Nate had just started kindergarten. And I was like, okay, now that I finally have free time, let's fill it up and let's have another baby. So that's what we did. And then, so we lived there for about 2 years. Now, during that 2 years, after Lou was born, my husband was going to China all the time. And I could kind of see the writing on the wall. I was like, okay, he was always going to California. We moved out to California. He's always going to China. And he would kind of mention it. He would mention it in, in passing and in conversations, would you ever want to live there? Would you ever want to move there? I was like, I don't, and I'm pretty laid back. And I was like, and I trust him, I was like, I don't know. You're the one that's been there. I've never been there. So y'all, sight unseen. I never even did a look and see trip, which it's funny because I met, more wives out there. And my friends were like, you never came out here and you decided to move out here? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, they moved us to China. And I said yes, primarily because it was only for a year. We only had to sign a year contract. And I'm like, you can do anything for a year. If we don't like it, it's only for a year. And the kids were young. Lou was only 18 months and the boys were young. And I thought, if we're going to do it, now's the time to do it before they get older and in high school and all that stuff and friends, and so yeah, we did it. We moved out there, and I thought it would be a really good, experience, for culture, diversity, everything for the kids and for myself and for all of us as a family, just to, who wouldn't want to travel the world, And of course, my husband sold me a bill of goods. He's like, when we move out there, you get a driver, you get a maid, you get this, you get that. They pay for housing. And I was like, oh, okay. So we moved into an apartment, and we did have a driver, and we did have the housekeeper, they're called AYI, AYI. And it's basically they'll do your grocery shopping for you. They'll cook for you, whatever you want. They clean your house. It's very strange. A lot of people have live-in AYIs. It's a housekeeper / maid / babysitter. They do it all. And it depends on what level you want that person to be involved. For ours, she didn't speak any English, and that was another thing. You had to pay more for someone that spoke English. And I thought, I want to learn the language, so let's choose someone that doesn't speak English. We loved her. She became family. She didn't live with us, but she took care of Lou quite a bit the first, year before Lou started school. She started preschool, when she was 3. So that first year and a half, she was there with us. And yeah, it was a little bit of an eye opener whenever I moved home and didn't have a housekeeper and didn't have all the things that I'd gotten accustomed to, and got really, really spoiled, you guys. Really, really spoiled. The driver would help, carry in your groceries. It was just, it was, although strange at the same time, you know, to get used to all those things, but you do get used to it. And that's just what you do over there as an expat. Okay, so we were there for a year. We lived in an apartment. And after that year, they asked us if we wanted to extend it. They wanted us to extend for another year. We talked about it. And, you know, just think, you spend an entire year, you know, acclimating yourself, you know, getting yourself set up, knowing where everything is. And to up and move at that point, it just did not make sense to us. Sorry, I'm looking for my color. I'm looking for a little tree. Where's my little tree? Oh, right in front of me. Okay. So I will tell you that it was one of the loneliest times, though, moving out there at first before making any friends. It was really, really lonely and really, really hard and very isolating. We decided to move out there during spring break. We thought, okay, we'll move out there March, April timeframe, and then the kids will only have to be in school for a few months, and then we'll come back for the summer, okay? And then that way it's only for a few months. Well, looking back, that probably wasn't a very good idea, because when we got there, you know, there was no other new kids but my kids, because everybody else had come, you know, at the start of the school year. And here we were coming in during spring break, kind of, you know, towards the end of the school year. And I remember one day, after a couple of months being there and being so lonely, you know, you've left your family, you've left your friends. I remember I was at the gym and I was running on the treadmill. I had nothing else to do. You know, I was kind of scared to go out. You know, didn't know the language, didn't really know the lay of the land, and I was kind of scared. And I remember running on the treadmill, and I remember just crying and saying, I want to go home. You know, I don't want to do this. And it was hard. It was really, really hard, those first few months. But we did come home for the summer. Now, we did make the decision before we left for China, whenever we left California, that we would have all of our household goods moved back to Texas, because we knew that after we lived in Texas, or after we lived in China, we would not be going back to California. We wanted to come back home. And so we had about 2 weeks during that time before we moved to China that we had to find a house here. And we moved right near where we used to live. We found a house. We were lucky. It was a house that was like ready to go. And that summer, my mom and dad, actually while we were gone, before we came home that summer, my mom and dad accepted all of our household goods into our house. We didn't want to be living like gypsies, because we knew we'd be coming home every summer, every Christmas, and we sure did. We never stayed there over a summer, never stayed there during the holidays. We always came home. And I will tell y'all, those flights are awful, awful. 14-hour flights are not fun, especially when Lou was little. The jet lag is real, y'all. The jet lag really, really sucked. So I don't miss any of that. And I actually have a lot of anxiety when it comes to traveling now because of all those trips. The hoarding that you would do, you would come home with an empty suitcase. And because you would want to bring back all the things from the US that you either, one, could not get there and that you would have to live without, or two, you could get there, but it was like, you know, triple the cost, right? To have it brought in. So it was very, very expensive. So you would load up on cereal and all your favorite, you know, things that you couldn't get there. And you would have these lists and you would be shopping when you were home. And it was just a little too much to go through all that. And the stash that people had, that my friends had over in China, they had stashes of their US goods, for food and stuff that they brought back. It was so funny. We'd all kind of compare stashes. You know, we talk about diamond painting stashes. It was all about the food and the lotions and the soaps and, you know, all even a lice kit. You can't find a lice kit over there. It was like those kind of things. Or like, oh, you got a kit? I'll trade you for this if you give me one of those, or can I borrow that? I'll give you one when I go back home next time. It was like bartering and trading. It was crazy. So that first summer that we came home, we spent that summer just unpacking, okay? Unpacking our house. And then it was time to go back. And I didn't want to go back. It was very, very sad because I had not made any friends yet. Well, thank God that all changed whenever school started back in August and we went back. Lou was on the playground after the first few days. She met a little girl. I met the girl's mom and we became very, very good friends. I'm still friends with her today. And then we met other families, and you just get so close to people over there because, again, you've left all your family and friends in the US. So all you have are your friends, and you spend a lot of time with them as families. We had a ton of get-togethers. During the day, the moms, we would take our kids to school, And then we'd meet at Starbucks and have coffee and then decide like the game plan for the day, like where we were going to go and what experiences we were going to do. And I'll tell you what, it was fun. But there were days where it was overload of like socializing. And after a couple of days, everybody knew I was good for about 2 days, of like 4 or 5 hours of being together and, talking. After about 2 days of that, I would sit out on the next one, like the third day. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm going to sit out on this one. Y'all go ahead. And then I would just need a day to kind of, chill and regroup. And then I would want to go out the next day. So it was so funny, so different than that first few months when I was so lonely and so sad and didn't have any friends. And then it went to like the extreme, the other way, and just meeting all these fun people. And so one of those girls, one of my friends actually moved to Houston. So I was the first one to leave out of our group of friends. Everybody else stayed one more year. It was really one of the hardest goodbyes was, saying goodbye to what we had there. The going away party was amazing. We were there for almost 3 years. So what an experience we had. Like I said, one of my friends lives in Houston. The other one lives in Michigan. I've gone to visit both of them. They've been here. So just lifelong friends were made, during that time. So the traveling that we did, you guys, so that's another thing my husband told me. The traveling, the trips we'll be able to take. I do have some regrets because there's some places that I wish we would have gone to, but you can't go everywhere, okay? And it's expensive. They don't pay for you to travel. They don't do that. So you choose to travel if you want to. And so, it added up, but gosh, let's see the places we went. Okay, I might forget some, but let's see. We went to Thailand, Bali, Singapore, Japan, Maldives. Where else, you guys? I'm trying to think. Where else? I know I'm forgetting some places. I was going to make notes, but I didn't, and which is funny because for all my whip and chats that I normally do on my channel every week, I always have whip and chats that come out on Thursdays. I always have notes. Always. And I'm winging it this time, you guys. I just thought, let's just talk. Let's just tell you what's happened and where I've lived and what I've experienced, and we'll just, catch up. So, that was my time in China. We came home, and my husband was ready to come back. The kids and I we were kind of torn. We wanted to stay because my kids had made a lot of friends. They really liked their school. They went to an international school, and they took Mandarin every day. And I also picked up on quite a bit of Mandarin because, like I said, our driver did not speak English. The IE did not speak any English. And it's funny, my husband and I just the other night were quizzing each other to see if we still remembered how to say things. Or he would say something, okay, how do you say this in Mandarin? Like a store we used to go to or a favorite restaurant, and what was the name of that place? And so we kind of did a little game, and you get a little rusty over time when you don't use it, right? Like anything. But my first year there, like I said, we lived in an apartment. Second year, we decided to move. So we moved into a house. We moved again. And one thing I didn't talk about, which was kind of crazy, is so a lot of families were offered like shipping containers, right? To ship all their goods over to China that they wanted to use and have with them. We did not do that. We went over with 10 duffel bags for a year. We were going to live off of that for a year. We're like, we'll just bring 10 bags. So we made we made the boys pick, if it could fit in that bucket, you could take it with you. And we had these move to China buckets. And so funny to think about way back then, like how things were done and how we did it. But they told us our apartment was going to be fully furnished. And I had an IKEA there, which I went to IKEA a lot. I'm tired of IKEA, and I really don't want to go there anymore. We have one here, and I didn't go for the first couple of years that we were back. So I'm like, I'm so burnt out on IKEA. And the reason why is because all out of our girls, friends, everybody always needed to go to IKEA to get something for their house. So we always kind of went as a group. And after we lived there for a year, we were in an apartment, and we kind of missed having a yard and kind of apartment life. It was okay, but we kind of missed having a house. And so we moved into a house that was not fully furnished. You guys, the stuff we bought over there, we bought a lot of cool Chinese furniture, some stuff that we definitely have in our house still today that some special pieces. Our first year there, I did not want to drive a scooter, but a lot of people had scooters. I just felt like they were, they drive crazy over there, and I thought, I'm scared. I got a scooter going into our second year, and I regret it. I regret not getting a scooter earlier. It's so fun, you guys. I would even have all 3 kids on a scooter. My husband had one, so we had 2 scooters, and it was great because you didn't have to, sometimes it was hard to call the driver, to call the driver to come pick you up and, kind of schedule that and plan all that. Sometimes you just want to hop on a scooter and just go out to eat or go grab something at the store, and you don't want to have to call somebody to come pick you up. And so it was just a lot easier. And the freedom you experience just, because you don't get to drive, you miss driving and you miss just being able to go where you want to go when you want to go there. And so the scooter was a lot of fun. Loved my scooter. Of course, sold that before we left. What else? So I, again, picked up on some Mandarin. Oh, one of the things, another regret I have is not immersing ourselves into the culture as much as I kind of, looking back, wish we would have. I really wish we would have maybe, I tried some of the food, but I could have done better. We could have probably, ate more, but we kind of went for what was familiar. We went to the local, Mexican restaurant and the local burger place and the Starbucks. And, it was like a little expat bubble that we lived in. It's funny because we'd go down to this one Mexican restaurant that was at the bottom of our compound of our apartment. And it was like Cheers. You'd go in there, hey, you always saw people you knew. It was like a party. The kids always had friends to hang out with, and we went to go eat. You just saw people. It was almost like a small town is what it kind of reminded me of. You always saw people that you knew on the street. Always saw people you knew. And it was just a really, really good time. Really, really good time. I don't regret it at all. Loved it. Loved the experience. One of my favorite things to do over there with my friends was the fake market. We would go over to the fake market and we would buy, it was like under a substation. It was kind of sketchy, just like you would kind of see in movies or what you would assume it would be like. It was. They had these back rooms that you had to go to, and sometimes it was scary. They would like unlock doors and lock doors, because they didn't want to get in trouble by the police for selling faked goods. So I have fake Louis Vuittons. I have fake Lululemon stuff, fake Nikes, you name it. They were selling it. They had so much fake stuff, you guys. And we were always very careful about bringing it home because, we didn't want to get in trouble. Some people would go like crazy with the fake stuff. I didn't go that bad. I didn't go that crazy. But it was always funny whenever we'd come home for Christmas, I was like, would have a list for my family and friends of like what they wanted. Or I would call them from the market when I was there. I'd be like, okay, what purse do you want? What color? What style? I have, fake hunter boots, the rain boots, the really expensive ones. I have, you name it, you guys. I probably have it. And I may not have it anymore because a lot of that stuff is junk. Obviously, it's not real. And that the haggling that you have to do, that was part of the fun too, is seeing how low you could go and how low you could get them. And we'd always play the game of, walking away, and you'd start walking down the hallway and they're like, hey girl, come back. I give you front price, and all that. And it was just a game. And we got to know a lot of the people that worked there, and we became friends with a lot of them. And not just the fake stuff, but they also had an entirely other area that was like for custom made. It was tailored, tailored made clothes that were not fake. I have some jackets that were made just for me. I have dresses. So you can get some really fun stuff over there. My mom and dad came to visit, and my mom and I both got really nice jackets made. And let's see what else. She got a purse, of course. I think a jacket was the only thing that we had made over there together. But like I said, there was like a fancy occasion that I needed a dress for when I was over there, and just had a dress. They measure you, and it's just made just for you. So really, really fun. My husband had suits made, shirts made. You name it, you can have it made over there. So all the reminiscing, you guys. I haven't thought about this in a long time. I hope it wasn't too boring. I hope I didn't make your eyes glaze over. It's just something I don't talk about a lot, but some people are interested, and some people do ask, and they're like, we want to hear more about China, and I don't want to bore anybody or, but gosh, I appreciate you listening. I appreciate me just being able to go, blah, 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 just talk about it, because I haven't talked about it or thought about it in a long time. It's been, I didn't even tell y'all how long it's been. We have been home back in the US, let's see, 5 years now. Yeah, we promised the kids when we were there, when they found out we were moving back, and they were kind of sad. They were happy. We were torn. You know, we had family here that we missed, and we also had made friends there that we were going to miss. And so we were torn, but we told the kids, we said, when we get home, we'll get a dog. We got Margot, so she's 5. And then we said, we'll get a pool, and we got a pool. So we, you know, we did what we said we were going to do, and we followed through with those promises. And, yeah, we almost thought about trying to get a dog when we were over there in China, but we thought that poor dog, what they'd have to go through to come back to the US. We heard other people telling us the stories of dogs that they'd brought back, you know, from China, and, you know, the quarantining they have to go through, and it's a lot on a dog. It's a lot. And I didn't want to put a dog through that, you know. I figured there's plenty of dogs here that need homes. And so, yeah, our first year back was lots of, you know, fast food that we had missed. They do have McDonald's over there. You'd be surprised what they have over there. They have a Sam's Club. They did not have Costco at the time. I want to say that they've opened up Costco since we've been back. But I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember if my husband told me that, but I'd go to Sam's. Yeah, so just a really, really cool, I could go on and tell y'all so many more things about China, but that's just a little snippet of, you know, a little bit more about me. But I would love to know more about you guys. I'd love to. So please tell me more about you. You know, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more of me, give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that I'm doing the right things and that y'all are enjoying it. I hope I really, really enjoyed spending this time with you guys. I hope this helped you. I hope you got some work done, or whatever you're working on, doing dishes from the holidays, or whatever I could do to help you pass the time and enjoy yourself a little bit, even escape, you know, nothing wrong with that. So I hope I was helpful with that. And I think with that, I'm going to say goodbye. I don't want to go over my time because I know we've got somebody else coming on, you know, after me. So, and I'm not even sure what I'm at now. Let's see, this portion, it's saying it's almost 35 minutes. And I figured I wanted to go about 35, 40 minutes. But I did want a chance to say goodbye to you guys before I, you know, left you. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'd love to have you guys. I'm curious and anxious and excited about what the future holds for my channel and for, you know, just the community and for my involvement and what I get to do with y'all and the events I'm going to be hosting. Speaking of, let me talk about that real quick before I let y'all go. If you're interested, I'm going to be hosting an event in March. It's called Mermaids and Magic in March. And my co-host is, you can call me Butter, here on YouTube. Her name is Randy. The both of us will be hosting that. And it will be anything mermaid or fantasy, anything magic, you know, dragons, fairies, anything like that. So not just mermaids. I love mermaids, which if you're new to my channel, you now know that I love mermaids. You'll see me doing a lot of mermaid paintings if you subscribe and hang out with me for any length of time. So I'm really excited about doing that event and I don't know which mermaid I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. That's going to be a tough decision, you guys. Which one, you know, which one? I love them all. So, yes. So please plan on joining if you, we'd love to have you guys. And there is a hashtag, Mermaids and Magic. So, again, it's not till March, so I know we have plenty of time to, you know, give you all the details on that. So I'm just going to keep going, but I don't want to go over my time, like I said. So, again, I hope this helped. I hate saying goodbye, as y'all can tell. I always say goodbye like 6 times and before I actually say goodbye. You'll get to know that about me if you hang out with me a little bit longer. So, love you guys so much. Love this community. Don't want to get sappy, but I really appreciate more than you know the things that that this community and that y'all have done for me. So I hope I can give back in any little way possible, and this is my way of doing that. So, all right, I'm gonna say goodbye. I think for real this time. We'll see. All right, you guys. Again, if you haven't subscribed, there's a little subscribe button down below. And next to it, there's a little bell. So click on subscribe and then click on that bell. That's a notification bell. And what that does is that'll notify you every time I post up a video. And my typical schedule is every other day I'll post up a video. Most of them are diamond painting, but then I do shopping videos. I'll do random. You never know. You never know. Like I said, I do whip and chats every Thursday, and I also go live every Sunday. Now it's live 4 to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, my time zone. So I'd love to have you guys in my lives. Join my whip and chats. Do whatever you can. I'd love to have you join me. So, okay, y'all. Happy holidays again. Merry Christmas. Whatever you're celebrating, happy that holiday to you. Okay, y'all take care. Have a great New Year. If I don't talk to you before then, I'm sure I'll see you before then. And but if I don't, Happy New Year to you as well. Okay. All right, you guys. Love you. Take care, and I'll see you around. Okay. Bye, guys.